Welcome to the WorldWire Update. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates and thrilling short scenes. Picture this. You're in Beijing or Mumbai, and a sudden craving for a Big Mac hits you. The Golden Arches are calling, promising a familiar taste of comfort food in the middle of a bustling city. You stroll into McDonald's, place your order, and the cashier quotes a price that's 3 times higher than what you paid just yesterday. The number on the register is so high, you wonder if it's a mistake. Suddenly, that iconic burger costs more than your entire monthly phone bill. It's not just a meal anymore. It's a luxury splurge. This isn't some wild fiction. It's late September 2025, and the world has changed overnight. China and India have just slapped a staggering 300% tariff on American fast food, with McDonald's right in the crosshairs. The move is making headlines everywhere. Overnight, a Big Mac transformed from an everyday treat into a luxury item, almost like a designer handbag or a rare watch. Social media exploded with photos of jaw-dropping receipts. People everywhere are sharing their disbelief, turning their lunch into viral content. Families who once treated their kids to Happy Meals now turn away, stunned by the price. For many, a simple family outing is suddenly out of reach. The tariff wasn't just about economics. It struck at a cultural icon, a symbol of globalization and modern life. China's tariffs targeted everything from beef patties to branded packaging, making it nearly impossible for McDonald's to keep prices down. India called it a bold step toward economic independence, a move to support local businesses and reduce foreign influence. The message was clear. It's not just about burgers, it's about building their own future and supporting homegrown brands. This was no quiet negotiation. It was a public declaration, a statement to the world that things were changing. Suddenly, eating at McDonald's became a financial decision, not just a craving. People started weighing the cost before every order. The joy of a Happy Meal was replaced by sticker shock, and disappointment became the new normal. Trade wars aren't just headlines anymore. They're now personal, affecting daily life in ways no one expected. The first casualty? The price of your lunch. What was once affordable is now a splurge. A simple burger became a symbol of a global standoff, a reminder of how interconnected and fragile our world really is. And as the world watched, everyone realized, even the smallest things, like a burger, can become front-page news. How did a simple burger spark an international crisis that would ripple across continents and economies? It all began earlier in 2025, when the US government doubled tariffs on Indian imports, retaliation for India's decision to keep buying Russian oil, despite mounting Western pressure. The move sent shockwaves through India's economy. Small businesses, from garment makers to chemical producers, suddenly faced higher costs and shrinking profits. 5 rounds of tense trade talks followed, but each ended in deadlock. Instead of compromise, the US doubled down, escalating the standoff. In India, the response was swift and emotional. Many saw the tariffs as economic bullying, fueling a surge in calls for self-reliance and national dignity. National pride took center stage, with politicians and citizens alike demanding a strong response. The mood was defiant, and the pressure to retaliate grew. Enter the 300% fast food tariff. A direct, calculated response targeting an unmistakable American icon. China quickly joined in, seizing the opportunity to push back against US trade pressure and align with India on the global stage. The tariff wasn't random, it was a counterpunch aimed at a global symbol. The Golden Arches, recognized from Mumbai to Beijing. Suddenly, a burger became a battleground for sovereignty, pride, and the right to chart an independent economic path. China and India sent a clear message: play economic hardball, and we'll hit where it hurts most, your most visible brands. The result? A global brand caught in the crossfire, its future uncertain in 2 of the world's largest markets. This wasn't just about trade, it was about cultural identity, national pride, and the power of global symbols. The world's biggest markets united, and McDonald's found itself the unlikely target of a new kind of economic warfare. The escalation was swift, the impact immediate, and the message unmistakable. The Golden Arches became ground zero for a new kind of trade war, one where culture, commerce, and politics collide. The tariffs sparked instant outrage in China and India. igniting a wave of public anger that spread rapidly through both countries. State media in China called McDonald's a cultural invader, warning that Western fast food chains threatened local traditions and values. Social media exploded with boycott hashtags and memes, as users mocked American brands and urged friends to stay away. Eating at McDonald's became a political act. Every meal was a statement, and every visit sparked heated debates. In India, protests erupted. Nationalist groups rallied against American brands, chanting slogans and waving flags outside restaurants. Public figures urged a boycott, fueling a wave of patriotic consumerism and encouraging people to support local businesses instead. Local businesses seized the moment, marketing themselves as the made-in-India alternative and promising authentic flavors. Ads taunted, "Why fund a bully? Eat local." Billboards and posters popped up everywhere, challenging the dominance of global chains. The trade war became a catalyst for homegrown innovation, inspiring chefs and entrepreneurs to create new dishes and brands. Not everyone joined the boycott. Some just wanted a cheap meal, hoping to ignore the politics and enjoy their usual favorites. But the 300% tariff made that impossible, as prices soared overnight and shocked loyal customers. Suddenly, affordability vanished, and the boycotts gained real power as empty seats became a common sight. U.S. brands saw sales plummet as economic reality set in, forcing some outlets to close their doors for good. The message was clear. This was more than a protest. It was a movement that united millions across borders. The Golden Arches were emptier than ever, a symbol of how quickly public sentiment and a few tariffs can change everything. The shockwaves hit the U.S. fast. McDonald's stock plunged 15% overnight. Wall Street panicked. Analysts labeled the company high risk. But the pain went deeper. McDonald's is a major buyer of American beef, potatoes, and dairy. With China and India out, demand for U.S. farm products collapsed. Farmers, truckers, and factory workers all felt the blow. The supply chain, processing plants, packaging, transport, was suddenly at risk. This wasn't just a corporate problem, it hit working-class Americans. A decision in Beijing or New Delhi now threatened jobs in Nebraska and Texas. The global model McDonald's relied on was suddenly exposed. The fallout was everywhere, from Wall Street to Main Street. The crisis quickly went global. Other BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, South Africa, considered their own fast food restrictions. If they joined in, McDonald's could lose a massive chunk of its international market overnight. Billions in value were at stake. The conflict shifted from a trade spat to a global challenge to American influence. For BRICS, it was about pride and sovereignty, not just fries and milkshakes. McDonald's became the perfect symbol to target. Europe watched, divided, and uncertain. The global balance of power was shifting, and McDonald's was caught in the middle. The world wondered, could the Golden Arches disappear from entire continents? The US didn't back down. Washington hit back with 200% tariffs on Chinese steel and consumer goods. The trade war escalated, fast. Political rhetoric turned the dispute into a cultural battle. Both sides dug in, leaving little room for compromise. Economists warned, American consumers would pay more for everything from phones to sneakers. The Dow Jones dropped 500 points as investors braced for impact. Retaliation became a cycle. Everyone lost. US consumers faced higher prices, Chinese manufacturers lost markets, Indian families lost affordable treats. McDonald's and other companies were left navigating chaos. The American response only fueled the fire. The conflict spread, touching ordinary lives in every country. The trade war was now a global crisis. October 2025, are the Golden Arches vanishing from Asia? A 300% tariff makes McDonald's unsustainable. Boycotts and nationalism close in. Yet, global brands have survived crises before. Some consumers still crave the familiar taste, even as politics rage. The future depends on whether leaders step back from the brink. If not, McDonald's could retreat, leaving space for local brands to rise. The saga raises bigger questions. Is globalization fading? Is nationalism the new normal? The fate of a burger chain now signals the fate of global trade. And the forecast? Stormy, with no clear end in sight.